girl, I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shakes. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? How are you guys doing on this good Tuesday? Oh, too high. Oh, all right, we good. Hey y'all, what's going on? Listen, girls. Okay, listen, girls. All right, listen. Hi. Okay, I have my pink robe on. I'm cold. Y'all gonna leave me alone. Y'all know my house be cold in the morning. I have got so much to get done, and my body is sore from this damn challenge. Okay, I don't know why I signed up for this damn challenge knowing I got all this shit to do. Y'all, are y'all doing the challenge? Listen, I'm still sore from day one. And then on day one, I didn't realize it was only 2 rounds. So I ended up having to record another round of each of the moves, kind of, sort of, so that I could record it for y'all and put it on Instagram. Why I did that to myself, I don't know. But I know that I got to get through this. Ratchet Reality is right after this, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to come to y'all right after Ratchet Reality with Growing Up Hip Hop and Love After Lockup and all of that. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to come to y'all with Jocelyn's Cabaret and Black Ink Crew right after, because I've already made my notes for all 3 of those shows last night. So I might come to y'all with 3 lives today. I don't know yet, because I still have to get through my workout, and I want to do my workout at the end of it all so I can just kind of pass out until Lyric gets home. Which probably won't happen because I have to clean up. Y'all know how when you about to go on a long vacation, you be having to get your house in order. The dogs need to be washed before they go to the, the little daycare situation, to the folks down there at Zeus's Palace. Okay. Shout out to Zeus's Palace. Okay. One of the only places that does not make it difficult for you to board both of your dogs together at the same time. It might be 3 lives. We're going to see. Because tomorrow I have errands to run and I'm going to be gone. And it would just be easier if I didn't have a show to review tomorrow. And if maybe I could just come to y'all with a BondyBlue show once I've gotten home and, finished doing what I needed to do. Okay. I feel like you should relax today. Girl. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. My glasses are dirty. It's not going to happen. It's too much to talk about. Too much to get done. Okay. And that's why I was like, girl, we ain't about to be waiting too long for folks, because I know y'all like to come in here late. I don't have time for that today. So let's go ahead and get into Salt Lake City. These are the looks. Let's start it off. We're going to start this shit off right. New Orleans in the house tonight. Y'all, I really want to go to Essence. I'm thinking about getting me and Lyric some tickets to go see Kevin Hart, because that's what I want to do, girl. I know a lot of y'all don't like Kevin Hart. I want to see him live. And I'm on a wait list to go to the Smoking Grooves because I should have got the tickets when they first went live, but I didn't know we were gonna be there that weekend. But child, I hope that we get the 2 tickets on wait list. Because I'm telling you right now, that would be so amazing if we got to finally see Erykah Badu live. I have yet to see her live, and she is my favorite artist of all time. Plus, the Roots crew gonna be there too. And a bitch love the Roots. Okay, so that might be a cute little Saturday for us in LA to be at the Smoking Grooves concert. So, child, let's see. Let's see if I can get up off this wait list. Child, y'all pray for me here. All right, okay. Back to y'all. All right. Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for the 92K. Oh my God. I posted thank you, but thank you so much. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all know, like, I go back and forth with being completely confident and then completely scared of the choices that I've made. Okay. So I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying, for supporting me and sharing me and doing everything that y'all do, watching me, being a part of the website. Don't forget, if you are not a member of my website, become a member of my website, BondyBlueShow.com. It is also free. Now you can be a Royal Blue member and you can be a Baby Blue member. Okay, Royal Blue members get everything. Baby Blue members get all of the new exclusive content and certain, things, but they don't get the whole archive. And I have more Royal Blue members than Baby Blue members, and I'm like, oh, y'all love me, and I love you guys back. Anyway, so if y'all want to become members of the website, y'all should definitely do that, because when I go on vacation next week, I'm going to be, like, for the most part, I'll probably post maybe 3 videos, if that, on here. Everything else that I do on this trip is going to be on my website, and it's going to be disseminated between the members and the free people. So free people, you will still get exclusive content on the website. Honestly, when I go on vacation, I'm probably going to see about, if I should release a little bit more of the Bel Air podcast episodes to y'all too. So there's some things that I can, like, move over from the paid people to the free people, now that the paid people have had it for a while now. So we'll just wait and see. But I'm going to be giving y'all stuff, and plus cutting stuff up to release to y'all next week. So y'all will see uploads, but it won't be as many live or new. It'll be replays and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be putting, because girl, listen, we gotta still make the money when we're on vacation. We gotta still make the money. That's how it goes. Okay, you gotta be able to pay for the vacation when you come back. The vacation is paid for, but you gotta be able to pay for it when you come back. You know what I'm saying? You still have to be able to pay your bills, okay, for the week that you were gone. Okay, when you work for yourself. Okay, you don't get your vacation paid and shit like you used to. All right. So y'all are the paid vacation system. So thank you so much. I love y'all. Thank you, Kavan, for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, girl, them essence tickets high as hell. I want to see Nikki and Janet. They are, but they're not that bad. Honestly, if Lyric and I could go to all 3 nights, I would have bought the tickets. The tickets were like $195 each for the whole weekend for 3 nights. But I'm definitely gonna get us tickets to see Kevin Hart. Those were like $1 something a piece, and I don't care. Like, that's worth it. Fuck, the tickets to Smoking Grooves was like between $200 to $400, depending on what tier you got. And at first, I was gonna do VIP, but then I was like, yeah, nah, don't do that. You're doing too much. Calm down. For you and Lyric, yeah, calm the fuck down. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like that would have to come out of the joint. I don't want that to have to come out of the joint. Okay, married people in our accounts. At the end of the day, it's all our money. Okay. But the Smoking Grooves tickets was like, what? Ooh, what did I, $2 something a piece, I think, something like that. And that's if you get them, because I'm on wait list. But y'all, please pray that somebody who knows them lets me get my tickets. I wanted floor see, girl, 1,000 a pop. Oh yeah, no, I know. Child, with 3,000 for the girl, I said 3,000 for 3,000. Girl, I was like, listen, I'm gonna call the people I know. I'm gonna call Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, I know somebody gonna call you to come down there to Essence. Okay, so Dr. Heavenly, hook me up now. Hook me up. Get me in the door, Dr. Heavenly. I know somebody gonna call you and you gonna call somebody. I need to get into the door down there at the Essence Fest, because I refuse to pay $1,000 for a ticket. But I will pay for my little general admission spot, and then somebody sneak me on the floor the way we used to do. back in the day. Because you always know somebody that worked there. Because, you know, you from here. Yeah. But they be getting real touchy about it, you know. All right, y'all. I'm definitely going to see Kevin. It's just a matter of if Lyric can get, you know, make sure he can do that. And once Lyric gives me the go, we are going to see Kevin. Because I know y'all don't like Kevin. I like Kevin. Like, y'all have a love-hate relationship with Kevin. But Kevin's funny to me. And I really want to see Kevin in person. I really wanted to see that fucking Kevin and Chris Rock are doing like a joint concert venture in like New York and Jersey. And I was like, oh my God. I was so, if Lyric schedule wasn't so tough to get off, that, I mean, I think it's on one of his off days, but sometimes he don't be off on his off days. So it's just hard sometimes to get him to be off. But when I tell you that'd be a quick little weekend trip to New York to go see them and then come back down, girl, that's what I'm on now. If we can afford to go and still pay our bills, bitch, we are going to see shit. Because before we weren't doing it and the pandemic happened. And now it's like, bitch, if we can get out here, we're going. Okay. Insurance woman, call and make me miss the life. Child, listen. All right, y'all. You didn't miss anything, though. I've just been talking shit. Y'all know I need to get my little warm up in before I really jump into it. Because I be waking up, getting myself together, child, brain be sleep. I need to talk to y'all before we get into it. The high ticket prices could be a waste if you aren't interested in the main stage. If you're in smaller artists who are in the rooms, then pay the cheaper seat. This is true. But them people were saying they wanted to see Nikki and Janet, and that's the main. Oh, I would love to see Dave live. Are you serious? I would love to see Dave live. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. But see, here's the thing, though, y'all. See, I'm one of them people that I be needing like the elevated level of shit because I get impatient. So I need VIP. I need shit to be smooth sailing because otherwise the agitation of dealing with the regular of it will annoy the fuck out of me and make me not want to go. And that's the truth of the matter, y'all. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm short. The stampede thing is a real thing in New Orleans. Like, it has happened several times when we have been out there at parades, wall to wall people, and motherfuckers just start running and I'm 5'3". I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Okay, I love you guys, though. Thank you so much for the congratulations, Lisa, and thank you for always coming through and moderating. It's greatly appreciated. DeQuasia, if you're in here, thank you so much for doing time codes recently. Because I haven't had time, y'all. I know y'all be talking about the clips thing, but I think only y'all can do that. I don't see that on our end of the shit unless we're going into like watching our video. But I don't see that in our studio. But either way, girl, there's nothing like going VIP for us. And you know what I'm saying, Zelly Boo? I do deserve that. I deserve VIP. Okay. And a lot of times I be feeling like if I can't get in queue, I don't want to go because I just don't. Like, I really would rather just be at my house. Like, I'm very, like, I'm cool being at home a lot of the time, y'all. Like, so for me, it's like if I can't go the way I want to go, I'll be at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It's not that much. It's not that big of a deal. But anyway. Let's go ahead and get into these looks for Salt Lake City before we get into the notes that I did. Okay, so first of all, when I tell y'all I can't stand Lisa, but I was obsessed with Lisa's shoes. I was obsessed with those fucking shoes. That I don't like the dress because I feel like the dress doesn't fit her that well. Like the way she's holding it, it looks like a trash bag. It looks like a beautiful trash bag. But the shoes, love them. Okay, every time I was looking at her, I was like, I can't stand that bitch. Them shoes are amazing. The shoes were cute. Meredith, no. I've already said it. Girl, you are my favorite. You are the only one of these women that I follow on social media. Do you hear me? I don't follow people like that on social media because I don't care like that. And unless I like really like you, I don't need to see you on my timeline, right? Or some people I like and just don't remember to go follow them on Instagram because it's just not in the forefront of my mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I use social media to get my shit out. Not always, and then to find out what's going on news-wise. Not always to just be, scrolling, looking at people's pictures all the time like that. I don't have time for that shit. But Meredith was a no pour me. Okay? Jen looked good. The feathers were extra as fuck. but I think Jen looked good, especially when she was sitting down. Now, this isn't as good as the looks that she's had previously. She made a mistake getting on the bad side and shitting on the guy who was doing her designs before. I'm spacing on his name, but I've talked about him before. The guy, because he was a part of the documentary about all of her, her illegalities and shit. But she looked good, but Jen, that was a person that you should have been trying to create a long-lasting relationship with, because his taste was impeccable and he did Koa. Yes. Okay. You made a mistake fucking over him, because he was your saving grace last season. Nobody liked you. Yeah, you were with the shits, but nobody liked you. But when you walked into a room with a look, bitch, that endeared the public, bitch. You walked in with a look and we was like, oh, I don't like her, but it's a look. You know what I'm saying? And then you give look and you give, craziness. That's perfect for reality TV. But now, you know what I'm saying? It's not giving what it's supposed to give in comparison to what it was given when Cora was a part of your team. And so that's why you shouldn't treat people like shit just because you can, because look at you. You're okay. But only because Meredith is standing next to you looking a mess. I think Heather looked pretty. I don't know why people didn't like Heather's dress. I thought Heather's dress was beautiful. Heather's dress is something that I would have worn. Okay. I like her hair swoop to the side. It was definitely giving the girls something that they could feel for me. Okay. I don't know why y'all don't like her look, but it's velvet. It's fitted. It's off the shoulder. The embroidery on the waist is beautiful. I don't know what the problem is. Jenny. I think Jenny looks a mess standing up. Sitting down, Jenny looked beautiful. Ponytail, makeup, that blue tone on her skin. Sitting down on the show, I think she looked amazing. I don't like her, but I still think she looked amazing sitting down. I don't like the dress standing up. It looks like confusion. But sitting down, she looked pretty. And then Whitney. Whitney was my favorite look when I first saw everybody's look. And I'm still going with that. I love Whitney's hair being completely off of her face. I love that green. First of all, I love that green tone. Y'all know I have a dress that's that same color. I love that color. I'm an emerald green girl, okay? I am a May baby. Emerald green is my birthstone. I love it, okay? And I look amazing in it. It's another reason, okay? You know what I'm saying? But yes, the jewel tones, girl. The brown girls always look good in jewel tones, okay? But yes, I like this. And when she was sitting down, I liked it. I like the leg out. I think that it could have been like the back. I don't like that there isn't a back. Like I like the leg out on the front, but the fact that it only, gives out on the side like that, I don't like that. I wish it would have gave out, a train along the back and had the split, and then the look would have been better. It would have been much better. But sitting down, Whitney was another one that looked good to me. Okay. I'm gonna give it to Heather. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Heather. I'm gonna give it to Heather because it was simple, but it worked. But when I first saw it, Whitney's look was the one I liked the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the pecking order of Heather, Whitney, Jen, Jenny, Lisa, Meredith. And I hate to put you at the end, Mare, because I love you, but this wasn't what you were supposed to give. It was ill-fitting. The feathers, the way it draped in your boob area, the pants didn't look, no. You like Meredith's outfit? Oh my God. No, I'm zooming in. Her boobs look great, but the suit is ill-fitted. The crotch area is not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, no. Her titties look amazing though. And I don't like the feathers on the arms, but this, weird polyester shit everywhere. No, it wasn't for me. I'm going to go ahead and put her last on my list. And the thing that saved Lisa was those fucking shoes. Those shoes were, I want those shoes. Those shoes were so cute. I mean, on camera, girl, those shoes were giving everything. Okay. Last reunion, Meredith was the best. Yes, she was. Okay. But also, we just love Meredith. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, right? What I was thinking. Why are you letting your son do this to you? Or Brooks, if this wasn't you, why did you let your mom do this to herself? Like, I know you're her son, but you also give my mom, good Judy vibes. Like that's what y'all give. Like, and I just kind of feel like you could have told your mom she needed to step on these hoes' necks, and this wasn't the look. But I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all that the first reunion show I did not care about. I watched it. I fast forwarded through Jenny and her calling Mary a racist. Everybody ignoring her overall like energy towards Mary. The only person that I felt like was speaking up, well, two people actually, were these two, Meredith and Jen. Were the only people that were like, making comments and correcting and saying things that I was liking during that. I don't even want to go through. Heather pissed me off. Black people can be racist. No, we cannot. That's the main part from the first part is what I want people to understand. Black people cannot be racist, okay? Because we do not live in a system that allows us to systematically oppress anybody, really. The only people Black people can oppress is each other, okay? That's the only people we can oppress. And that's the way it is in everybody else's culture as well. They can oppress each other, but they can't, well, no, I'm lying. Other cultures, Asian people, Latino people that don't come across as Black, all you other nationalities of people, even Africans who look like us, but because y'all are actually from Africa as of recent, okay, okay, y'all treat African American people or Black Americans, however you want to categorize yourself, Smokey Robinson. Okay, Mr. We can have Jennifer Lopez performing for the Motown Review when Motown was about Black people, except for when y'all had Tina Marie up and through there. And she ain't Tina Marie, bitch can't sing. What the fuck was J-Lo doing there? Never mind. Okay, conversations in my mind as I watch people try to act like they really, really pro-Black, but couldn't find a Black woman to give that opportunity to when Motown was about Black people sitting up there talking about it was about everybody. No, the fuck it was not. It was about Black people. I can't stand when y'all try to do that all lives matter shit now, when at the end of the day, we all know what it was, because it wasn't really them and it wasn't really a whole bunch of minorities back then. Let's be fucking real. In the 50s and 60s, when Motown and all of that was really popping, yeah, there were other nationalities here, but it was white people and Black people, baby. We not about to do this. We're not about to do this with y'all. And then, of course, different wars brought different nationalities of people to America, because America likes to go and fuck with people and then say, hey, come over here so we can take advantage of you over here. And then they teach them that they're better than us and to shit on us so that we can stay being at the bottom. To be very clear, the only reason Jenny felt that she could do the shit that she does is because in the social hierarchy in America, Black people are at the bottom and Asian people are the closest to white people, except for the Latino people that look like white people. Okay? Shout out to James Rodriguez. Okay? So I am annoyed when y'all don't seem to understand that everybody can buy into this system and be better off than us. Everybody else, Jenny can, Latino people can, every other person of color, Indian people can come into this system and stand on top of Black people until they appear more white to everybody, especially to white people. So when we get into this conversation about racism and Mary responding to the things that people say and do around her. To be very clear, I have said it over and over again, Mary is prejudiced and Mary is ignorant. But to be even more real and even more clear, Mary is only reiterating what has been taught and oppressed upon her by white people and everybody that lives into the system of racism, and that Black people are to be down here, which is why she bleaches her skin, why she needs to appear close to white. Why she even says the things that she says is because she is living in the duality of being a Black woman that recognizes certain things, recognizes when people are being racist against her, recognizes when y'all absolutely have been fucking y'all family members so that y'all can keep the money in y'all family. Recognize when people are trying to use their proximity to Blackness to be a victim. Mary can sit there and recognize all of the things that they are doing that are problematic and still be problematic, because as a Black person, it is very hard to not adopt the mindsets and the idiosyncrasies that this system oppresses upon us. So then, even if we want to say that Mary is racist, ask her, who did she learn the shit from in Salt Lake City? Because damn sure wasn't from no other black people. And another thing, who shows Mexican people as thugs on the media? Who does that? Fox News? Who does that? Media, news organizations ran by white people? Who pushes forth the narrative that Mexican people are thugs coming here to rape and pillage Trump? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You are not going to use the same rhetoric that the people that y'all vote for. You're not going to down Mary for using the same rhetoric that the people y'all vote for use. Jenny, because we know you're a Trump supporter. We know most of y'all are probably Trump supporters. Did he not refer to the Mexicans as thugs? Would he not refer to your Vietnamese ass as coming from China? And responsible for the Asian hate that was taking place in this country? Where do y'all think that came from? It's so funny when y'all want to put the shit on black people for reiterating ignorant things that they've heard from white people. Now that I'm done with that portion, let's move on to this second part. Okay, Lisa is a snake, and she's lying on Meredith about Meredith's father's memorial. Sitting up there talking about, when she called her, I know you're with your family right now. You never said she was at the memorial. You said you thought she was with her family. She didn't respond to you. She was just like, what's going on? But we all knew that Meredith was in veil because as they were shooting this, we see Meredith in the bathtub in veil. So why would she lie when she's on camera? You misunderstood, and then you tried to work that into the narrative that you were spinning. Lisa is very calculated, manipulative, and quite frankly, devious as fuck. She's insecure, and because she can't appear, honestly, y'all, I feel like Lisa is one of those deeply, deeply insecure women, to the point that they adopt personalities, they adopt looks that they have seen from other women. And then they get really agitated and upset when people no longer see them as the facade that they've been showing, which is why she can never take accountability for anything. Because then, it's going against the facade that I'm creating. And so I'm going to white woman it, and I'm going to pretend to cry, and I'm going to have a nervous breakdown because it's the only way I know how to back everybody off me so I don't have to take responsibility for what I'm doing. Back up off me. That's what she does. And I feel like I love that when she does that shit, Meredith is like, what are you doing all of that for? What is are you going to be finished soon so that I can talk? Are you going to be finished soon so that I can talk? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know when you're done. Okay? Listen. During the break, Lisa tries to talk to Meredith, but she's not hearing it. Lisa cries to production about them showing her calling Meredith, a whore and all of that garbage bag whore who fucked half of New York City. She says they have given the women a reason to think, bad things about her. They're going to be like, that's exactly what we said about Lisa. Lisa, you're a snake. Lisa, you're a snake. Stop being a snake. And people will stop thinking you're a snake, but you're a snake, and you're mad that everybody can see you're a snake. You're mad that you're not a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're mad that you're not able to convince people that you're not actually a snake, but you're not good at hiding it either. So figure that out first. Okay. Jen, when they're taking the break, y'all, this is why I love Jen. Y'all, I don't like Gucci. I don't like Gucci as a brand. Like, a lot of the name brands that, people be into, I don't want to support them. I don't want to give them my money. You know what I'm saying? Even if I can afford it. Now I can't afford a lot of that shit, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I can. But the things that I can afford, you know what I'm saying? I like. Okay, there's some Gucci things that I think are impeccably beautiful, absolutely. But something about their company just annoys me. Okay, but Jen talking to Coach Shaw in that motherfucking Gucci robe, bitch. Let me tell you something. That Gucci robe that Jen had on was everything. Okay? And I love to see it because every other time somebody on a reality show is in a robe, they're in those ugly ass Versace robes that I cannot stand. I cannot stand those ugly ass Versace robes that everybody wears. And I looked it up online. Those robes are like $550. They're not even all of that. And I would have looked up the Gucci robe if I fucked with Gucci because that robe was beautiful. Okay. Yes, giving free advertisements to people that don't care about you. Exactly. That's why I much rather have, my little cheap shit. The Versace robes are cheap as fuck. Regular towel material, and niggas be out here wearing that shit like it's plush as fuck. I'm like, no, this is where it's stupid. This is where it's stupid to me. This is where it's stupid because you're only wearing it because it's Versace. That's the reason why you like it, because it's Versace. I love Versace, but usually I love Versace because I love the Medusa emblem. Okay, when it's on their glasses and certain other things, Versace has moments where they're not so tacky, but mostly Versace is tacky. Tacky as fuck. Don't care what anybody says about it. Tacky. Yeah, I can't afford it. Tacky. Don't give a fuck. Don't want to be able to afford it. Okay. Don't want to save and scrape for it. No, thank you. Okay. But y'all be out here in them thinking y'all doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I love me a comfortable robe. I need the robe to feel good against my skin. Okay. I don't want to be, in a robe that's, rubbing against me all rough. Them robes look rough. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. They look like rough ass towels. And I looked up, there's no extra in it. It's just straight up cotton like towels. There's nothing extra in the makeup of them. I looked it up. I was like, no, y'all are doing. I was like, why y'all keep buying these? Let me go look it up. Is it soft? And it wasn't. It was towel material. All right. Mary has been sending mean texts to everybody, and Meredith says that she was a part of that. And I felt like when she explained why, I was like, yeah, you should have been. So Mary texted everybody that they wasn't shit after, Jenny threw the glass at her. And she said, she expected Meredith to check on her, and Meredith didn't check on her. So she felt away. And I felt the way too. I did. Yeah, I feel like terry cloth is soft. These robes don't look soft. But that print is still ugly though. Like, it's tacky, y'all. It's so tacky, and everybody loves it, but it's so tacky to me. I don't care. That Gucci robe, however. Bitch, that Gucci robe look nice, bitch. The collar and everything looks soft. Yes, y'all. Meredith included for not checking on her. Is Mary's church a cult? I love that we're talking about Mary, even though she's not there. We won't have anything else to talk about with everybody else. Mary's church, is it a cult? Jen says that. I like that Jen said all churches are cults to some extent, because that is true. That is true. Heather, your church is a fucking cult, which is why you're not in it anymore. Don't act like it's not. Don't act like it's up for discussion. Okay? Yeah, you want to talk about how they didn't give LGBT people and black people. Yeah, it's a fucking cult. It's a racist cult. Lisa Faye cries about Cameron. Y'all know Cameron passed away. And then we want to ask her, so was Cameron really on the foster or adoption board in Salt Lake City, or did you just have him there for mess? Because we think you just had him there for a mess. Okay? And Whitney says, I looked it up. He wasn't a part of it. She invited him to the event so that she could set the little seeds about Mary's church in everybody's ear. And I'm like, yeah, and we knew it then, because she made sure to introduce Cameron to everybody. Okay, God rest his soul. All right. Meredith says that Lisa told her Cameron did not give $300,000 to Mary. It was almost like 10% of that. So Lisa got up on national television and inflated the truth to make Mary look worse. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. I mean, at the end of the day, 30,000, 300,000, it doesn't matter. You're still like taking advantage of weak-minded people. Okay. Whitney also said that she sat on the phone with Cameron for hours, and it seemed to her and to some of the other women that whatever the relationship between Cameron and Mary was, they was hunching, and he was younger and he felt taken advantage of. That's what they said. That's what they said. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what they said. And I don't know if that's true or not. But that would not surprise me, because Mary didn't want to be with the old ass man that she's with. But yeah, girl, I was just like, that's nasty. I don't like whenever, like, because people act like older women with younger men. I want to know the age difference, but they act like that shit is okay, and it's not. They act like that shit is okay, and it's not. It's not okay, y'all. It's really not okay. Because I've had some, you know, conversations recently with people who I know, you know what I'm saying? And it's just weird to me to hear how there are women who were grown women, you know, fucking and having babies by teenage boys and like acting like that shit is cool. That shit is weird as fuck. That shit is weird. Something's wrong with you. And you think nothing's wrong with you because he's a man and you're a woman, but it's like, no, he's a boy and you're a woman, and that's gross. And something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering what the age difference was between Mary and Cameron. Because if it wasn't that big of an age difference, and he just, you know, is saying he felt taken advantage of because of Mary's, you know, overpowering energy, then okay. Okay. Yeah, it was vague. So I need some explanations. Okay. Also, there is a support group for ex-members of Mary's church. Child, there are support groups for everything these days. And Lisa goes on that tirade about Meredith being a garbage bag whore. She says Meredith kept saying her feelings were offensive, and Meredith says, no. You got upset, and this is when Meredith really got in her bag, and I loved it. Meredith said, no, you got upset that I didn't take your side over Mary's when you and Mary got into it, okay? Andy points out that Meredith has been pointing out throughout the reunion all the times that she defended Lisa. She was like, okay, so when the shit happened with Angie, did I defend you, Lisa? Lisa says, yes, Meredith, you defended me. Meredith defended me. Okay. All right. There was another time Lisa called Mary fake, and that's when it started. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. And then, with Jen Shah, when Jen and her were getting into it, and Meredith had her back against Jen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, did I have your back? And Lisa's like, yes, you have my back. So don't sit up here and say that you went in on me and my family and called me a whore and said my husband can't keep a job. Don't do that. Call my family faking shit because I didn't have your back. When we just went through the several times throughout this season where I probably felt like your ass was wrong, and I still in some way defended you. Meredith was on her lawyer shit, and I was here for it. Okay. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, bitch. Okay. So yes, Meredith says Lisa called Mary fake, and that's when they started arguing. And this, once again, Lisa could not take accountability. Lisa says it started because she was defending Jenny to Mary. I said, but you did not have to defend Jenny to Mary, because Jenny started going in on Mary because Mary smirked. Mary smirked, Mary laughed, Mary made a face, and Jenny has to pounce on it because she's a racist and can't stand the fact that she feels Mary has a superiority, you know, energy to her. And she feels like, we're in America. This Black woman isn't supposed to be superior to me. That's not how this hierarchy works. Get the fuck out of here. We know exactly what was going through your mind, crazy ass, racist ass bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to say it because it's working on my nerves. Okay. Talking about she was defending her to Mary. All because Mary made a face. I remember what they were talking about. Mary just was sitting there smirking, making a face, and Jenny hops every time they got into it. Okay? Except for the time when she asked you not to talk to her crazy because you were cursing at her, which started it. Anyway, okay, Meredith says nothing should have caused Lisa to run her mouth about her so-called close friend of 10 plus years like that. Meredith gets emotional about this situation with her father. And this is when I realized Lisa was never really a friend to Meredith. Lisa is friends with Meredith because it's beneficial to her in some way. It's beneficial, not because she's really a friend to her. Meredith said, we knew the week before that my dad was going to die. I called you 3 days before to tell you what was going on. You didn't call me back. My father died. I called you 2 days later to tell you and to invite you to Shabbat. You come to Shabbat after not returning my phone call the first time. And instead of us focusing on the fact that this is a family thing, my father just passed away, I need support, you want to impress upon me that I need to forgive Jen Shaw for the way she talked about my fucking son. You're not a good friend. You're not a good friend. Meredith says that she hurt her and she let her down, okay? And I love the fact that Meredith pulled out the text message that she sent the bitch a month later to let her know, bitch, I am going through it. I am depressed. I'm very sad. I feel alone. Like, Meredith texted Lisa and told her all of this, y'all. She said, I need you to stand up for my family because I am going through an extreme amount of pain. I love you and I feel alone. Right after that, Lisa goes up to the room because she didn't take her side over Mary, because Meredith didn't take Lisa's side over Mary in an argument that didn't have anything to do with Meredith. You went upstairs to your room after that lady sent you that type of text message letting you know where her mind and her spirit was, and you called her a garbage bag, trash bag whore who fucked half of New York, and her husband can't keep a job, and her family is fake, and she's a fucking whore. You said it a million times. White women love to slut shame each other. It's hilarious. Girl, you stole a man from your own sister. You can't slut shame nobody. Shut your ass up. Okay? Shut your ass up. Heather points out that Lisa doesn't give a fuck about anybody because when her father died, Lisa texted her, oh, I hope your dad's doing better. Bitch, my dad is dead and everybody knows it. Why are you telling me you hope he feels better? This is because you don't be listening. And then you do things because it's a manipulation tool. You want to get in good with somebody. You want to act like you care about them. It's because you want to use them later on. Okay? Lisa keeps saying that she was there for Meredith, even though Meredith has given us all of these examples of when Lisa was not being a good friend to her, when Lisa wasn't being there for her, right? And she keeps saying, no, I was there. I was there. So Andy, and this is when I loved Andy. I'm not even going to lie. I was like, Andy, this was a good moment for you, bruh. Okay. Andy then reads what Lisa said slowly. And I'm not about to go into it again, but read the whore garbage bag comments over again slowly so we could hear it. And Meredith said she couldn't even handle how nasty it was. She was just sick because y'all know she found out the day before the reunion show was being taped that Lisa had said all those things. Okay. I think that episode aired right before they, came and filmed the reunion show. So she says, I was sick. And then you complained about not being there for Jen because of what she said about you and your kids. Okay. Yeah. So y'all remember how when Jen called Lisa after the whole arrest thing, Lisa never showed up. And then Lisa said that the reason why she didn't show up was because Jen cursed her out in front of her kids. And so Meredith is like, you were saying that you weren't there for your friend because she talked bad about you in front of your kids. So what do you think my kids are supposed to feel about you calling me a garbage bag whore on national television? What you think? And you're not even thinking about the fact that y'all are family friends and your husbands are friends and your kids are probably, friends and know each other and they think of you as Auntie Lisa and all of that shit. You're not even thinking about that because you don't give a fuck. Lisa is not a good friend to anybody because Lisa is extremely insecure. She is extremely insecure, y'all. That is the reason. As much as she pretends, I love myself enough for everyone. No, bitch, no, you don't. Because if you really did love yourself, you wouldn't be this insecure. And you move around like a entitled, insecure white woman that feels like she can shit on people and then cry. And then they'll let her get away with it. She says that she was in a blind rage. Andy says it seemed like it was a truth dump. And then Whitney says that she had said those things about Meredith before that was filmed. And then Whitney tells Meredith to call Sarah Jane Warner and ask her what was said. I said, bitch, not call Sarah Jane Warner. Somebody get Sarah Jane Warner on the line. Okay, Lisa says that she said some terrible things. She regrets it. She's sorry. It took a lot for her to get there. She felt rejected, and this is when she starts to explain away her behavior again. And this is what nobody likes about Lisa. You're saying you're sorry, but you're also saying, but you know, you were doing things to make me say this. And that's not really taking accountability if you can't take accountability for your actions without trying to blame somebody else. There was nothing that Meredith could have said or done to you that should have made you go off on her like that. Period. Okay? Yes, it was Mad Day. Exactly. Exactly. But the truth of the matter is you're jealous of Meredith. Okay? And I love that Jen tried to talk to Lisa and tell her that her apology is not landing. It's not soft enough. Heather says that you have said things about all of us. You've called all of us whores. I'm like, that's because that's what your go-to is. You don't know how to really lay into people because you don't know how to really assess people because you don't pay attention because you're self-centered. Okay? Because you're self-centered, you don't really pay attention to other people like that. Because if you did, then you would be able to read them down off of something real instead of, you know, this bullshit that you spout about them being whores as if it matters. Girl, so what? I can stretch my pussy all across the eastern shoreline if I feel like it. What does that have to do with you? If I didn't fuck John, well, you shouldn't have nothing to say about it. I don't know, y'all. I just kind of feel like calling a woman a whore is just so like 1990s. Like that's supposed to make me feel bad or something like that. Oh, because I remember growing up, people used to always want to call me that. I was a virgin until I was 19 years old, y'all. I was a virgin until I was old enough to pay for a fucking hotel, okay? Or at least have somebody pay for it for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, we were of that age to go and get a hotel, okay? And it was somebody I had known since I was a child, okay? But I had been called a whore because of my personality, because I was outspoken, because I knew about sex, because my parents talked to me. So because I was intelligent and aware at a young age, people assumed that I was like a whore or some slutty little girl or fast and all of that type of shit. That's a go-to. I've been called that so much in my life and it wasn't true that at this point, even if I was a whore, it'd be like, and bitch, what? So what? Now what? Now what, bitch? Now what? What we gonna do? What, you mad about it? You mad about what I'm doing with my pussy? How does that work? How does that work? You seem a little obsessed with my shit. What's going on? You jealous? What's going on? What's happening? Okay? Like, oh my God. So Andy asked Whitney, hold on. I don't want to pass anything up. Heather says, you said, okay, Lisa then says that she checked in on Meredith all the time. Andy asked Whitney how she feels about it because we're tired of hearing Lisa say the same thing and we know it's a lie. Okay. And Whitney's like, I feel like it was a slow build. You know, how does she feel about Meredith and Lisa's friendship falling apart? Nobody cares. Lisa asked Heather why she said Meredith wasn't being a good friend to her, you know, because Lisa's like, oh, now y'all all want to turn on me. Well, Heather, you was trying to start shit too. Heather says, oh no, I was trying to mend it. Heather, no, you weren't. You were trying to start shit. I think you and Whitney were very much helping the situation between Lisa and Meredith disintegrate more by telling Lisa she had a right to feel how she felt and all of that shit. When y'all know good and goddamn well that Lisa is not a good person. Okay. But I love the fact that Heather had some self-reflection in a moment, because Heather admitted that she had sympathy for Lisa in a way that she never had before, because she was looking at Meredith like, why aren't you the type of friend that I am to Jen Shaw? Jen Shaw has shat on me repeatedly, and I have still been there for her. And Jen is like, why you gotta say it like that? And she was like, well, honey, it's true. And I'm like, thank you, Heather, because it is. Okay, you're not going to continue to get upset when people say the truth. You treat your friends like shit, Jen. That's what it is. Hello? Okay? And the truth of the matter is, Heather, I'm so glad that you made that, you know, you understand that that's what you're doing, because you are entirely too loyal to people who shit on you, and you are humbuggish, and I do think you start shit, and I do think, you know, it's out of the glee. I think you don't like Lisa. I also feel like you have racist like things with you as well. I think you come from a family of racists. Like you're not going to convince me that, you know, you're just, you know, no. I know you're saying things, but the way you're moving shows me something different. You trying to sick Jenny on Mary, don't think I forgot that shit. That was another moment where you were being humbuggish and trying to produce. And why would you do that if it had not been decided amongst y'all that y'all were gonna try to get married out? And why were y'all doing that? Because she called you fat? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Okay, Lisa said that y'all were inbred cousins too. So why are we only looking at Mary for calling y'all incestuous? Everybody knows that you old rich white families like to fuck each other so y'all can keep y'all money in y'all family, because y'all don't want to bring outsiders in, because y'all want the blood to be pure. And then as science has progressed, you found out that's the reason why y'all can't have as many children as y'all used to have, because y'all have been mixing y'all chromosomes too much. If you look it up, there are a lot of studies about how white people are not having children as much as they used to. And it's because, eventually you got to stop fucking your own family members because the chromosome shit fucks up the genetics. Y'all thought that was cute. Y'all thought that that's what was up. And now as time has gone on, royal family, we've seen that causes issues. That causes issues. So everybody acting like we don't know that as something that's true, that's happened in society. Like it has. Y'all have done that. The royal family is the perfect example of a rich family that has constantly bred in with other family members, with cousins and all of that type of shit, so that they can keep their money inside of their families, and so they can keep their white bloodlines pure, as they like to say. And that ends up causing extra chromosomes, not pure at all. Okay. Okay, listen, I look, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. It's a jungle out there. Anyway, y'all, what else happened? Okay, so Heather says that she was so ready to come out there and defend Lisa until she realized how she never takes accountability for anything. It's all fake, and none of her apologies are meaningful. Okay, Lisa says, well, crucify me then, right? Because I'm the worst person fucking ever, right? It's like, yeah, kind of, like, maybe not the worst. Like, we wouldn't put you next to Hitler or anything, but you definitely like a niece that, if put in certain situations, would be some type of, Lisa. I mean, I don't listen. It is what it is. Like, Lisa, I'm glad that you are comfortable and rich and in business and all of that, because that's a great place for you to be a shark. Because you're a shark, you're a snake. You are not to be trusted. You are deeply insecure. And any woman that is friends with you needs to watch her fucking back. And that's just that on that. There's no other way to slice it. Okay. Whitney says sometimes that Lisa should just be quiet and listen to her friends. And she was like, yes, I'm going to listen to you give me all the advice. It was good advice. It was really good advice for you to chill out and shut the fuck up. And then she says that she thinks they kept the mic on intentionally. Oh, no. They think that Lisa kept her mic on intentionally because she wanted that to come out about Meredith. I think so too. Andy asked about Meredith saying who everyone has dated. Was it a threat? And Meredith tried to dance around it, but eventually Jenny was like, I took it as a threat. Girl, nobody asked you anything. And we'll take it. It's a threat. And what? Keep fucking with me, and I'm going to tell y'all husbands about the niggas y'all don't want me to tell them about. During the break, Lisa apologizes again and says someone said Meredith said her house was shitty. Meredith says, wow, Lisa, okay, so your house is ugly and you ripped my character to shreds. That's equal. Great. Y'all, I love Meredith. I think Meredith did an excellent job standing hoes up and knocking them down without making herself look bad. If y'all were watching me yesterday in my Weekends on Own review, and I was talking about the Ladies Who List reunion, and I was telling y'all that Robin should have handled herself the way Meredith handled herself, okay? Because it really is about you being able to do two things at once when you're on reality shows. You have to be able to handle conflict, in a way with the people that you're in conflict with that handles that conflict. But you also have to remember that the public is watching you, and you always want to endear the public to you. So you have to learn how to handle your conflicts in a way that is realistic to who you are, but that also keeps it in check so that you don't make people not like you. Okay. And Lisa has like no redeeming qualities to me except for her shoes. Like I don't know, you know, her kids are cute. I'm scared for her husband, but then at the same time, birds of a feather flock together. So I'm not that scared for you, because I feel like there's somebody around you that feels oppressed by you. Because, you know, usually when women run their households the way Lisa runs her household, your husband has to find his power somewhere. So wherever he works, he's probably not the, you know, the most liked person. Meredith did her job. You could tell Meredith used to be a lawyer because Meredith knew exactly how to handle you hoes. Jen, I was happy for the times that you were squinting at things that people were saying because it sounded like bullshit to you, because it sounded like bullshit to me too a lot of the time. So shout out to Jen for not being super duper problematic during the reunion, okay? Heather, you were problematic, but you also had moments that I appreciated. Jenny, we're so happy you stayed quiet. Whitney, we're glad you're doing all of your detective work. We hope you're also doing it with your husband. All right. Yeah, no, Lisa has deep unsolved trauma. She needs therapy. Absolutely, but real therapy. Thank you for the super chat. Real therapy. Because I feel like a lot of people go to therapy and they're still not honest with their therapist. So it's like, how can somebody help you if you're not being honest? I really not feeling this reunion. They lost me during part 1. Listen, that's why I didn't even for what? Like, I didn't even feel like going through all of that. I told y'all the main thing that I had to say at the beginning of this video, of this live, about that first part. Fuck the rest of it. I gave y'all this. Okay, I gave y'all this, and we're about to move on because we about to move on for what y'all are really here for, okay? I'm gonna give you candy, okay? My house tonight, I'm gonna give you candy, okay? Y'all, Kandi rhyme mac and cheese with family. I cannot with her. We're about to get into it, but you know what I need y'all to do for me first, right? Stop fucking stalking me. Okay, all right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, listen. To a song from deep within. It's only beginning to find release. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, OLG. Kandi, you're smart. First of all, let me start there. Kandi, you are really smart. I'm going to tell you why. Kandi recognizes that her business is a mess and that you can turn the changes on reality TV. Okay? We good? Because I just blacked out for a second. That's why I took myself off camera. Because, you know, I'm back. Okay. Kandi, this is your fault. Okay, Kandi Inside, it's your fault because y'all are definitely, I'm going to be off camera for a little while. Y'all are definitely playing a part in why your business looks a hot ass mess. And I also don't like the way it's very stereotypical for Black people to hire friends and family members that are not good at their jobs and then keep them in those positions to the detriment of their business. White people, you know, do the nepotism thing too. Everybody gives opportunities to the people that they know. Okay, so don't get me wrong. But I think that it is extremely stupid. But it's smart. You know what? It's not stupid. It's not stupid. I'm going to tell you why it's not stupid. Because people are still lining up to come into Kandi's restaurant and decide whether the food is good or not. They're not getting 100% great reviews. Okay. The staff is not doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. There are lines outside. Kandi is still doing well for herself, but the fact that things are not the way they should be is a testament to them slipping and them allowing the slippage to happen so they can turn around and make it into a reality show, and they can fix it on camera on Bravo. And then when it's all fixed, then we can have more people coming into the restaurant, and it's going to make us even more money. So it's smart. Like, it is smart, but it's infuriatingly stupid, right? And it's stupid because in real life, people should not like cut corners in restaurants. Like, Todd, you thinking that y'all can continue to go a few hours every now and again without electricity to your restaurant where you are housing food in refrigerated areas? If you don't have a generator, that means your refrigerators are out of commission for hours at a time with meat inside of them, right? How much money do you have to have before you can stop cutting corners just because? Like, make that make sense to me. Why you would not go and get a generator off rip? You have the money. Why would you not have Don Juan go down to the city and spend time in a fucking line instead of having them people come into that restaurant after standing outside in that fucking heat all day so that they can wait on their food after your rude ass hostess, okay, just tells them to get the fuck out of her face and move up out of this area, go downstairs or something until they call your table, ma'am, get out of my way, okay? Your rude ass hostess finally sits them down to wait for the fucking food, and then the electricity goes out. And now we got to sit in a hot ass restaurant with no electricity waiting on food after we stood outside in a line for 30 to 45 minutes waiting to get in here. What? There are certain things that don't need to be a part of a storyline, y'all. And them not having a fucking generator in Georgia. Y'all, that is not smart. That is dumb. Talking about, I gotta go down to the city, you gotta get a permit. And y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm from New Orleans. We have way too many power outages, hurricanes, and storms for restaurants in major areas to not have generators. Especially not ones that got people standing outside for 30, 45 minutes to an hour trying to get inside. And he gonna sit up there and say that it's okay. The client should be able, the people that come in, your patrons should deal with that uncomfortable shit for a few hours every now and again. That idea is crazy to me, that you don't care enough about the people that come and eat at your restaurant, that you would want them to sit through that type of heat, sitting in the fucking dark with a whole bunch of people. So you mean to tell me during a fucking pandemic, it's hot as hell outside and you got people breathing in air that's not being filtered through air conditioning in a pandemic, Todd? Okay. So OLG, they lost the general manager that they had before. Folks don't listen. They do whatever the fuck they want to do at OLG. Okay. Kandi doesn't want to fire anybody because they're loyal. They've been there since the beginning. Like, we'll get into that later. Don Juan. Once again, Kandi has Don Juan doing shit that's not his job. Okay. We all know that Don Juan is Kandi's right-hand man. Okay. When Karma quit and went to go do her own thing, Don Juan became the prominent right-hand person. Okay. Besides that other girl that your girl had got into it with, I believe, is another one of Kandi's right-hand people. But either way, y'all, I love me some Don Juan. Okay. Hey, Don Juan. Don Juan is working at OLG as a general manager until they can replace him with somebody that can do that job. All right. But that is not his job. They bring in Philip. Philip is the director of operation. Philip had been there for like the past week working, doing an undercover assessment of OLG. And it's talked about that some people are already talking shit about him. They already don't like him. Okay. Enters Chandrika. Okay. Chandrika is the rude hostess that I told y'all about. Okay. She has an attitude problem. Dominique, bartender slash dancer, likes to drink, likes to seemingly fuck on the manager Brandon, who only started working there so he can fuck on Dominique. Okay. He kind of fell into the managerial position, but we don't know if he's firing on all cylinders. Are you here? Puffy. Puffy. Like, that's how I felt about Brandon. Puffy. Puffy. Right here. Okay. Like, you here or what? Then we got Melvin, the kitchen manager. Okay. He another one that I was looking at. Like, he looked like he don't want to do no food. He don't want to do no work neither. You know what I'm saying? So then the old lady gang. Nora threatens to throw people over fences. Okay. Nora, I believe, is 82 years old and threatening to whip everybody's ass. And I believe her. Kandi and Todd are normally not around. So at the beginning of the episode, when they come in with Philip to talk to everybody, okay, they basically feel like somebody about to get fired, right? Kandi raised Melvin. Well, there you go, the entitlement. When they see, here's the thing, though. I feel like this is why you can't do the nepotism thing sometimes, because people don't care about your business the way they're supposed to when you're seeing them as family and that you're giving them an opportunity to make money and do something with themselves. They view you as something that they can take advantage of. My cousin owned a business, so I can play around. Excuse me, I can disrespect the working environment by doing what I want to do instead of doing what is being asked of me. I can come and go as I please. I cannot give a fuck. I can sit on my ass. I can be lazy because this is my cousin's place and she owns it. It's not about my cousin is giving me an opportunity and I can use this as a way to get my own money up. Okay? Because if somebody got you being a kitchen manager at a restaurant, to me, you need to be trying to be a chef. You need to be trying to turn that food into a 5-star fucking experience because Kandi has given you an opportunity to already be in a job that people usually have to work years to get. Okay? But it's about how you think about the opportunity that somebody is giving you. And a lot of these people do not see this as an opportunity to make Kandi's business better and therefore make themselves better. They see this as an opportunity to get on reality TV, to get into entertainment, and to have a job that they can take advantage of and still make money and you know, be close to what's popping in Atlanta. Okay? I'm just telling you. Okay? So when they announced that Philip is the new director of operations, Chandrika says in front of everybody, I don't like him. Now, I don't know if did I miss something, y'all? Because I was talking to one of my people on Twitter, and they were saying that Philip came off nasty, and I was like, was it before this moment? Because I missed it. I missed the moment where he came off wrong before this moment. If I'm telling everybody that this is the new director of operations, the new manager in charge of y'all, and she says, I don't like him loud in front of everybody, why is she still there? I'm sorry, y'all. I understand that, you know, we should have patience. We should give people grace. But I honestly feel like every single person in Kandi's restaurant is they're taking advantage of the fact that Kandi's ass thinks that they being there from the beginning is loyalty. Instead of them seeing her as an opportunity no matter what, because being in close proximity to Kandi is good no matter whether you're working at a piss poor restaurant for her or not. Being in close proximity to her is creating a relationship with her, and Kandi is a loyal person. So in return, Kandi will be there and give you opportunities when you ask for them and when she can, and she always can because she's always putting herself in that position. So to me, Kandi is viewing it as loyalty. I'm viewing it as people taking advantage of the fact that you are loyal. Like, I don't know what anybody wanted from Philip. But to me, when she said that, that let me know that they were already acting nasty towards Philip before we got to this moment, which made me feel like Philip had it up to here. And once it was announced that he was in the position and he was in charge of the girls, then he's not going to do this with y'all. You can either fall in line or you can go. To me, he handled it perfectly because that's how I felt about Chandrika. As soon as she said that shit in front of everybody, as soon as she said in front of everybody, that disrespectful shit. And y'all, don't get me wrong. I don't like when people are like, you know, this, you know, they don't respect authority bullshit. You're not an authority over me because we all do a job and your job is to be in charge of my job. You don't have authority over me as a person. I don't even like that they say it like that because I remember when I was working, they would say shit like that to me. And I felt like I am respectful and I do my job and I do what is asked of me. Y'all don't like that I don't give y'all more. Y'all want me to kiss y'all ass and I'm not doing that. But I'm also not disrespectful. I'm also not standing in the middle of the meeting talking about, I can't stand him loud as fuck for everybody to hear. But once you're done giving your speech that doesn't mean anything to me, I'm going to ask if I can excuse myself and you can feel how you want to feel about that. But that wasn't me being rude. I had to pee. If I find a nice, respectful way of saying, are you done? Let me do it. Okay? Yes. There needs to be emotional maturity. Absolutely. There needs to be. But at the same time, I'm trying to understand when he did something wrong, when he basically told her that she can either fuck with it or she can go. I don't understand what needed to be said. Like, I don't know how he could have been nicer after she did what she did. Like, I'm a person too. So if you're going to say you don't like me in front of everybody disrespectfully, then I can tell you, then you can either work here and do the job or you can go home. It's up to you. He didn't curse at her. All he said is, this is the choice. Okay? Philip says, I'm not going to keep arguing with y'all. Get with it or get gone. Okay? Kandi wants to do an OLG party with past and present OLG employees. Don Juan takes Philip and Chandrika to the side because it's obvious that Chandrika does not like Philip. And she starts arguing with him. She doesn't like that he told her it's his way or the highway. She doesn't like that he was, you know, telling her that he was in charge of the girls and all of this. Girl, you are just a hostess. You don't have a managerial position. Why does she feel like she can even tell this man this shit? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, y'all? She feels like he's rude, but really she wants her rudeness to be allowed, if you ask me. She wants to be able to be rude and get away with it. That's what she wants. And because he is matching her energy with letting her know she can go home, she's upset. Then look, they getting ready to open a restaurant. They already late opening the restaurant because they was having the floors cleaned. So when they finally get ready to open up the restaurant, she's standing by the bar. She the fucking hostess, but she's standing by the bar talking to Dom Unique about how she can't stand him. And he like, I can hear you. Why don't you go home then? Chandrika, why don't you go home if you can't do your job? If you need to get some steam off your chest, if you need to talk to the other employees, then maybe you need to just go home if you can't come in here and do your job. To me, she was pushing it. They should have fired her fucking ass. We getting ready to open up this restaurant. They got people standing outside and your fucking ass standing at the bar running your mouth. If you don't get behind that hostess station and do your job, what are we talking about? Then Kandi, once he tells her she can go home and she leave, Kandi go say, I don't understand why he had to send her home. Kandi, if you want people to work for you that don't want to do the job, just say that. Just say that. Just fucking say that. Thank you, Kavan, for the super chat. I don't know why she feels so entitled. She is a 32-year-old hostess who's been working there for 4 years. Not knocking nobody's hustle, but girl, you know, Girl. Anyway, Todd says he would have sent her ass home too. I was agreeing with Todd. Kandi goes to see OLG, that's the old ladies, to get their opinion on the restaurant. So she talks to them one at a time outside. Bertha says none of them ain't worth shit. I said, you know what, Bertha, it feels that way. Mama Joy says Brandon doesn't care about the restaurant. I heard him say it. Bertha says that what's the girl, Chandrika? Yeah, she a problem. She's a problem. Kandi says they need to stay out the kitchen, but Mama Joyce likes working. I feel like Mama Joyce like to stay young. So she like to come and do work every now and again and make sure they not fucking up their recipes and shit. But Kandi said it's a liability. Stay your old ass out the kitchen before you slip and fall in the stove. Okay. And then she proceeds to tell, and this is what made me mad about Kandi. Kandi, I understand that your aunties can, they can step on a nerve. I do understand that. I sure do. But at the same time, Kandi, you need to talk to your fucking employees about arguing with the aunties. It's, even though I feel like them aunties probably done went in there fucking with people many a time, okay? But I still feel like based off what I have seen, the aunties were right about a lot of their they were right about the assessments they made on everybody. They were. And so for me, I don't understand why you're talking to the old women, telling them not to get into it with the people at the restaurant. I personally feel like if the people at the restaurant don't know how to handle themselves, maybe they don't need to work there. Even though I know grandmas be tripping. Anyway, they have this mixer for the past and present OLG employees. They take it too seriously. Like, OLG, gang, gang. All right, girl, calm down. Kandi wants to hire some of the people that used to work there back. Todd does not. Dom Unique, the bartender, we told y'all might be fucking Brandon. There's Torin. He's an ex-employee. He wants to come back. Dom Unique says that OLG is boring without him, which means that when he's there, no work is being accomplished. Brian, the ex-bartender, is handing out flyers for his business selling egg rolls at the event. He says the food at OLG is like Patti LaBelle's voice. It is hit or miss. And I said, Brian, you must not want us to like you. Brian, you must want us not to like you. Don't fucking play with Patti LaBelle like that. Thank you and good night. Okay. Because I was just like, I understand you want to throw shade, but let's not do that. Let's not play with Patti like that. Okay. Let's not do it. I heard them egg rolls fire. They could be. Don't play with Patti like that. I was just like, you was really trying to make a splash with that messy ass shit, wasn't you? Rashad is a host at Blaze. He often overdresses, okay? It's giving Martell Holt-esque, okay? She wants him to help the folks at OLG kind of clean it up because Blaze is a little bit more upscale than OLG. So, she wants him to come and help Chandrika, I guess. Chandrika seemed to receive him well because it was more so, okay, we want you to show him the ropes. And Chandrika, all right, I'll show him the ropes. It's like, no, girl, he's there to learn y'all business so that he can help you be better because you're not as refined as he is. But the fact that you think that, you're going to be teaching him something is funny to me. Dom Unique is getting tore up. And so Todd says they need to cut off the alcohol. That's another thing. How you the bartender? This is a fun time, but it just made me feel like, so are you drunk at the bar during work hours too? She's a dancer, so she comes and goes as she pleases as well. Lucky Charms, thank you for the super chat. Is it me or does these side shows show that the housewives are better women in an ensemble cast? Oh, always. But I think that's most situations. No, most of these shows do better when it's an ensemble cast. Can you tell me of one reality show that's centered around one person or one family and you watched it consistently over a long period of time? It's always an ensemble cast. That's why, Kandi has to come with all of this extra shit. Okay. So y'all, Chandrika is late for work. She's always late for work. Rashad is there. Y'all know he's there to, learn the ropes over there at OLG so that he can help them be better. He is there early. And so it was funny to me that when Chandrika was late, they was just standing around waiting on her instead of telling Rashad to do what he know how to do. But Rashad has more upscale things to work with, like iPads and shit at Blaze. They don't have all of that at OLG. So I'm just trying to understand, if OLG is making y'all all this money because all these people are lining up outside, why are you not like supplying the restaurant with the same level of, the same level of business? Like, why do they not have iPads? Why are you not expecting them to be a little bit more put together and have a little bit more decorum? Like, to me, right, always late, a stank attitude, and disrespectful. Why the fuck is she still working there? I don't understand it, y'all. There are too many young Black women out here that are good at their jobs, that know how to smile and soft voice the fuck out of people and get what they need to get done and move on. Okay, I have come into contact with many a good hostess, ma'am. Okay, and the first thing when I come into a restaurant is that I want to feel like you want my business. I do not want to feel like I'm aggravating you by coming in here. Okay, and Chandrika make people feel like they aggravating her by coming in there. But Kandi, yeah, be loyal. Child, Kandi ain't gonna have my blood pressure up. So, Brandon asked Dom Unique out. Girl, I guess he started working there because of her. I told y'all that the power goes out. There's no AC. People may try to skip out on their bill. And honestly, I feel like, and people should, you should lose as much money as you possibly can lose when you do stupid shit like this, like decide not to get a generator when the power always goes out in that neighborhood, and you have people sitting in a hot ass restaurant in Atlanta, 86-degree weather. Are you serious? Are you serious? If I could have skipped out on a bill, skip out on a bill. Because people shouldn't be allowing electricity to go out while you're sitting up there waiting for your fucking food. In all honesty, y'all should be offering people free meals for that shit. Especially in a pandemic, and that little bitty restaurant with all them fucking people, and y'all ain't got no air conditioning on in here. Bitch, what am I paying for this meal for? No. I don't like none of this shit. Okay. Philip says that they don't have anything in place for when things like this happen. I know Atlanta Heat is girl. Listen, that's why I'm looking at Todd like, what the fuck are you talking about, Todd? For them not to have anything in place for when electricity goes out, for the electricity to be going out as much as it does. When your girl Chandrika said, child, this is the regular day at OLG. It happened all the time. And y'all have nothing in place for when it happens. No generator, no, way to pay, registers that open up. Everything is by, the card. So as soon as Square go out, y'all can't, y'all don't have no registers to give people cards and put their information. Y'all don't have nothing in place for that the way other restaurants have had that in place. And Philip has already told y'all he is trying to come and escalate, to elevate a Black restaurant in his community, to take what he learned from them white people and bring it back to his community to give the people in the community a good experience. Okay. And they're going to fight him. They're going to fight him. They were trying to make sure people didn't leave. They were trying to wait until the power came back on. So they wanted people to sit in that hot ass restaurant until the power came back on so they can pay their bill. I was like, bitch, if you don't send me an invoice. Okay. Philip should have been putting that energy in giving the customers free drinks and food, not in making sure people don't leave. This is true. But I also feel like that's easy to say when somebody is thrust into a situation that they're not used to dealing with like that. When he said, I'm not used to being at a restaurant that doesn't have things in place for a power outage, I feel like you can only blame Kandi and Todd for that. This is why Mama Joy said Todd is child. You see that the restaurant Blaze didn't make it, but was supposed to be marketed as upscale because they can't pass no fucking inspections. I'm still trying to figure out how OLG is still open with all these shenanigans going on. The staff is a reflection of their leadership. If Todd and Kandi don't care about the comfortability and service that's being provided to their customers, then why should the staff? Exactly. And that's why I'm good. I'm good, y'all. As much as I love me some Kandi, I'ma just patron you in a different way, girl. I'ma go ahead and fuck with the other businesses, but I'm not gonna let y'all give me food poisoning. I'm questioning how they made it 5 years of business because most restaurants will be closed by now because of Kandi, because of Kandi being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because of people wanting to support Kandi. That's why. Because people want to come and meet Aunt Nora and Aunt Bertha. That place is more so about running into somebody that they see on reality TV, like going to Hollywood and going to see celebrities' houses and shit. Old-fashioned pen and paper, math and cash app with a work. Okay, it will work. Okay, they gonna show just how they lost the other general managers. Restaurants are service industry, so bad customer service will kill their bid. Surprise, it's still open. Ty should be ashamed. No generator in Georgia. It wouldn't work in Savannah. I would have called the cops and said they holding me hostage. Fuck out of here. In a 2-hour wait, no ma'am. Y'all gonna tell me how it is. I can't and I won't. I'm not waiting outside for no restaurant. I don't do that. If you don't have, like, to me, if you have a line like that, y'all need to start doing reservations. And I don't think they do reservations at OLG, and that's stupid to me. I'm not standing outside in no fucking Atlanta heat for an hour to get into a restaurant that can have the electricity going out. Kandi got too much money for them to be cutting corners like that. No generator, laziness. Okay, Philip be doing too much for me. It's performative to me. Not saying that he isn't good at his job, though. I see a lot of y'all are saying that. And to me, it's just the first episode. So a lot of what I was seeing was his annoyance with the environment. And I got it because I was fucking annoyed too. But I understand what y'all mean. That eventually he's going to show himself to act like a bitch at some point, I'm sure. When Black people show bad business on TV, it feels like stereotypes of races and makes it harder for us all. I don't take that. I'm not taking that weight, but I feel what you're saying. And I said it at the beginning that it feels like stereotypical Black people can't do good business type shit. Right. That's holding me against my what Blaze is closed. Child, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Let me go Google it and see. Blaze Atlanta. Let's see. Blaze Steak Kandi and Ty present Blaze and Steakhouse. Okay. Due to global supply of some menu items may be unavailable. Thank you for continuing to support. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right. So let's see. Hours and location. It said, their website say they open. Say they open from 1 to 9 on Mondays, 4 to 9 on Tuesday through Thursdays, 1 to 10 Friday and Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 9 on Cascade Road. Okay, they got a dress code. Okay. Y'all got nice pictures on y'all website. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, no, they open. Blaze Steak and Seafood. They open at 4 p.m. today, girl. They still open. That's what it say online, girl. Gotta admit, I enjoyed this show, and Philip is like an army general because he doesn't take any BS. Nigga, power's out, so am I. All right, okay. Kandi starting all of these business ventures, but can't invest in a generator. How about not starting a new business, improving? That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying when I was watching the shit. Like, stop getting new restaurants when the first ones ain't working out that well. Right, Blaze over there mixing raw and cooked meats. I'm gonna see. Look, girl, listen. I heard about that. Kandi, Don Juan, Philip want a generator, but Tides, pennies, and nickel self doesn't want one. To me, I don't even understand why that's something you would argue about. Like, I probably would have been like, Ty, go get a generator. If you don't go get a generator, I'm gonna go get a generator. I'm gonna send somebody down there to get a generator. Y'all make too much money for this to just be y'all. Like, why? If Ty don't feel like doing it, then y'all need to pay somebody else to go and do it. Fuck, give Don Juan the little bonus to go down there and handle that shit for y'all. He the general manager, ain't he? The fuck is we talking about? Open at 11 a.m. But they're at dinner. Like, that's how upscale dinner restaurants are. Upscale dinner restaurants only go evening times, and they open and close. So if they do a lunchtime, they'll close and then they'll open back up at a certain time. But a lot of them are just open from like midday, afternoon to the evening because they handle mostly the dinner rush. To me, this is what she should do. Instead of opening restaurants, why doesn't she open a lounge with liquor and some live performances to showcase local artists and ATL legends? That would be dope. To have a spot, Candy's place where people could come through and perform, have the old girl Monica up there, one day. Have some people who don't nobody know, and then you have big people in a room. Like I think it would be a great place in the city for people to showcase their art. I think Atlanta needs more live music venues anyway. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got about it. Seems like they making money hand over fist, cutting corners deliberately. Bonnie, did you like the opening song? It was cute. I said Candy Rhyme mac and cheese with family. Child, not the generators coming out of Todd's earrings. Candy said on Watch What Happens Live that Todd is the one in charge of the money. So despite her wanting them to buy a generator, Todd still refuses because it's too expensive. Candy, what do you mean he's in charge of the money? Don't you have a debit card? Don't you have a credit card in your wallet right now? What are you talking about? This is the type of shit that they do so that they can keep having conflicts. But if Candy, I'm not dealing with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you, Tammy, for the super chat. I was watching the show thinking I can't wait for Bonnie. You said everything I thought. I'm glad you was happy with it, Raw. I'm glad you was happy with it. It's clear that Kandi has been relying on her and the OLG celebrity for business instead of actually having the restaurant bring people back. Exactly. It's a what you call them? It's a spot in there. It's a when people come there to vacation, that's an attraction. It's not really about being a good restaurant. It's about being an attraction for when people come to Atlanta. To me, a generator is not something you should cheap out on when you can possibly give people food poisoning with not properly refrigerating your food. This is why y'all are not passing any inspections. But what's the point of being rich if you're going to talk about how a generator is too, like, girl, bye. I can't. I'm over it. They this is what they want to do. I'll be here next week to argue with y'all further, but no Todd and Candy, no. Right. Girl, go buy a generator. It's a tourist attraction, girl. That's what it is. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the Ladies Who List Atlanta review. Thank you. I appreciate that. They charge too much not to get a gen. To me. Yeah, no, everybody says that Nini's Lounge is nice. When I go back to Atlanta, I'm gonna have to go up and through there. Okay. Candy, if the restaurant failed, like, yeah, it's your name. It's your name. Candy out here Tyler Perry and her restaurants. That's what it seemed like. Bad wigs all over the place. Like Sugar Factory. That stuff is nasty as fuck with terrible service, but it's the allure of it, not the food and service. Really? The Sugar Factory, I feel like I just wanted to go there for drinks because the drinks look good, but Atlanta's food period is not good to me. Like, no disrespect, Atlanta, but y'all have terrible food and y'all have really low expectations of what food is supposed to taste like across the board. When we came out there for the storm and I went to, y'all know me, I'm for the restaurants. Like, yeah, there are a few places that I felt like were really good, but it was more so the places that we door dashed than the places that we actually went to as restaurants. And I'm gonna just say, like, y'all food is not where it needs to be. I'm sorry. Y'all food is not where it needs to be as a whole in Atlanta. And that's unfortunate. Candy needs a larger space. It's too tight in there. The food was all white. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for the info, girl. We appreciate that. That's why people like coming here so much, because that's one thing we ain't gonna fuck around the food. There are some places that have disappointed, okay, like the vegan place that disappointed Kiara when she came down here and I was mad. I was like, y'all embarrassing me, okay? But for the most part, like most of our restaurants that you can Google that's gonna have a 4.0 or higher, the food is gonna be good. Thank you, only one Adrian, for the super chat. I hope the show doesn't backfire on them because people see how raggedy the restaurant is. I went to see you like you, Bondi. I wanted to visit at homecoming, not going now. Seems too disorganized. Exactly. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and go because y'all know I got another video right after this. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come right back because we're going to be in this bitch because y'all just going to give me I got to go make me another cup of coffee, but I'm about to start that next live right now. Okay? So see y'all in a minute.